Hello. Always Dizzy here. I'm going to start with Puzzle Streak warm-up of 37 before I play any games to get my puzzle practice in. Okay, let's get going here. I think I can deflect the rook so I can take his queen. Mate in 1. Mate in 2. Winning the queen. Mate in 2. Winning the queen. Mate in 2. Looks like yeah, mate in 2. King is too active. Mate. Mate. Oh. Bringing the king. I'm thinking about taking the knight. Then I'll be up the exchange. Push. Not bad. 1 minute to get to 14. I'll take that. Hello, Astro Gen. Is it this camera or this one? This one. Okay. This is looking good here. Mate in 2. We are black. This one looks, so I think I can just push, takes push. He can't stop me. He could go knight b1, but then I have knight e5. Any tips for you to improve? What's your rating and what are you currently doing to improve? Okay, so here we have a check, and then mate. Or he does it this way, which is even easier. So equal material. My office kind of stinks. All of a sudden, I think it's the tea I made. So his bishop is en prise, so I can just remove the queen first. Blitz is 1594. Do you, and what are you currently doing to improve? Mate in 2. So check. We can win the bishop. Is that good enough? Yeah, because we're stopping queen f2. That should be good enough. Okay, here equal material. We're down a pawn. There's a potential fork here. You're only doing puzzles? That's all you're doing? Is that all you're doing? Openings. I wouldn't worry so much about openings. And how are you doing puzzles? I need specifics. Okay, I give a check and then I'm going to have a fork at the end. Come on. Okay, so here, I'm down a piece here. So I need something big. I have a check. I don't know if this is good enough because we're down a full piece. You know, he's not going to go here, so he has to go to f1, And then could you get a game? I don't play viewers, I'm afraid. I don't understand why people want to play. Yeah, I don't see the follow-up. I mean, I guess... Yeah, I guess then I can take the rook. I don't like this one, though, because the knight will be hanging at the end. Okay, we have this, but then white will most likely have perpets. So I think we have to give a check and then check here. So check, queen g1, bishop e3, and that's going to be mate. What? I should have verified. Damn, I had a great time going. Serves me right for not being careful. Starting over here. Damn. There is no reason for me to have rushed that. I didn't rush it, but I didn't verify. Okay, so I can get an outside pass pawn, but I don't know if that's good enough. Come on, refresh. I'm impatient. Whoops. Okay, this wins his queen. I hear rowdy teenagers outside. They sound annoying. I think I trade this first and then I go after his knight. Otherwise, he's going to escape. Yeah, I'm angry that I had rushed that. This should be winning. I don't think he's going to get the bishop there. And we'll just be up the exchange here. This wins his rook. Are we happy to just give another check? Did not like that puzzle. Check. And then he has to go back. Oh, wow. Very nice. Okay. Discovery on his rook. Skewer. Mate in 2. Winning both rooks. I should have verified that a little bit. Getting a little cocky here. We have a fork. He can pin us. But I'm going to win the rook. I think we attack his... No, wait. Yeah, we attack his queen, and then he can't defend both these two squares at the same time. Or can he? He can. I could just grab another pawn. But I could also do that with rook takes g2. Maybe I do just go rook g2. I mean, because I'm threatening a check. Yeah, he can't stop me from actually taking on. Yeah, so the best he can do, I think, is queen takes g7, not g2, g7. And then I give a check. He has to come back. And then I'm going to grab this pawn. So this is actually this is underrated, this puzzle. That's an underrated one. I like it, though. Kind of. Okay, so we have a check. A check. And I don't see much else. The other checks don't really seem any better. You would think it's going to be queen d8. No, this is a tricky one, man. Tricky. What's my rook doing? Oh, we can force a queen trade, but why? I don't even want to do that, really. But I think I can. Maybe not entirely, but yeah, because I don't think he wants to come in here. So, but he could always go to g8. I was thinking here we have this check. It forces a queen trade, but it's still not enough for me. Plus, he can just go king g8. I mean, you'd really think it's going to be queen d8, king g7, right? That's the most obvious. Queen d4, king g8. And then do I just bring in the rook? I have a feeling, I mean, I'm going to go for that, but I don't see a clear ending here, but yeah, it ends way too early. Yeah, this is a terrible puzzle. Yeah, and then we bring in the rook. So this is an absolutely terrible puzzle. Okay, because it's only rated low because lower rated are just guessing the solution. They didn't see it. They saw a check and they played a check. Okay, speaking of checks, we have bishop h6. And then we can take, and then, well, do we have time for that? Because we're about to get mated. Well, maybe not, but it seems like we are. But yeah, so check, he comes in here. Because I can win the knight is what I'm trying to say. But actually, I would just go, it's mate in 2 then. So I just take, and it should be a mate here. You can do a lot of puzzles just by looking at forcing moves. Okay, speaking of which, we have a check here. He has one legal move. And then this is mate, I believe. Yeah, so it's a mate in 2. And his bishop is quite strong, so I think I can just take. If he takes as a queen, then I'm mating him. And yeah, I don't like, that's just too strong. Just too strong. Maybe it was worth like double checking a little bit more, but this is just a win. So I think we take the bishop first. Because after he takes and I take, I think his knight might be trapped. Because he has one square to go to. No, it looks like he's escaping there somehow. I mean, I don't want to do this because how would that ever be good? So this is the only thing that would ever make sense unless I can like create yet another threat, which I don't see. So I think it's bishop takes e3, knight takes d8. We have to recapture, and then knight, either he attacks my bishop first or he goes knight takes b7. And then I don't know how to stop him here. I don't know how to stop him from returning here. Oh, but wait, I wouldn't need to. I still have two pieces there. I still have two pieces there. I don't know how I got confused. So my instinct is to take on e4. I don't see how that would be bad. So that's a weird one. And then probably taking on a4, h4. These pawns are getting a bit advanced, but I'm going to have two connected passes here. This is a bit of a concern, king d3 that is, but I can just give a check, and I should be okay there. Okay. Hello, Folkbeer. How's it going? Okay, so the first thing that came to mind was rook h8, but then I didn't see anything. I guess I would have this check. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Forcing lines first. Okay. Black. So equal material. This rook looks, yeah, like it could be in trouble. So we have a fork here. He can give us a check in a couple of, well, so he can give us a check, but I wonder if I can just take that. I think I can. So bishop e5 is looking good. Knight f4, I just go rook f4. He doesn't have any Zwischenzugs or anything. So that's looking good. I'm looking for alternative moves other than knight f4 for white. But I don't see any. That looks good to me. We just take here. Okay. We have an active queen that is about to pounce. We also have possible discoveries on his queen. Actually, his queen looks trapped. If I go knight e3, his queen has nowhere to go. Because the knight covers the only escape square. So I think it might be knight e3. Although then he can recapture here. And that's a problem. Very unfortunate. Yeah, but there's d takes e3. That's otherwise otherwise that looks good. Unless, although this might have been a problem actually. That's mate. So there was also rook h4. So rook h, black is actually threatening mate here with rook h4. So I need something pretty immediate. And I don't see a whole lot of, I don't see any useful checks. And we have to deal with this. So this is very tricky here. I'm sure Falkbeer figured it out in 0.2 seconds. So I actually have h5. And then I have rook h7. I think that's it. Yeah, I should have seen this sooner, a little bit sooner, because it's a forcing move. There is king f5, but first of all, just looking at this again, just to show if king h5, there's rook h7, which is not even mate, actually, because then there's king g6, but then I have queen h6, which is still not mate because he's slipping away. Okay, so f5. So f5, king f5, rook h7. I'm going to do it without the arrows. So h5, king h5, rook h7 check, king g6. Yeah, you'd think of queen h6, then king f5. It seems like he escapes there. h5. No, I have chat open, so please don't comment on it. You can say you see it. You can say like I see it or whatever, but I don't want any hints or anything. Please. Okay, but yeah, h5. Otherwise, I could minimize chat, but I'd like to welcome people if they come in. So h5, king h5, rook h7, check, king g6. Queen h6, king f5. That I don't like it. Technically, we have queen h5, but then he can just put a rook on g5. It might not be h5. The other thing is, if I go h5, he might just go king f5. And I have no solution for that. Actually, f5 is a mined square, because king f5 I always have knight e3s. Okay, so that puts it back on the table. So h5, if king f5 right away, knight e3 check. Now that's still dangerous though, because there's d takes e3. Then I might have queen d7 check. Mate. Wow, this is underrated, this puzzle. Yeah, because h5, king f5, knight e3, d takes e3, and then queen d7 mate. I think, is that mate? It's not mate, because then there's king g5. This is so underrated. Holy crap. Yeah, so h5, king f5, knight e3, d takes e3, queen d7, king g5. Wait, king g5, then I have knight takes, queen takes f5. No, wait, no, I don't. Because he just took that. Yeah, so h5, king f5, knight e3, d takes e3, queen d7, and then king g5. I would have f4, but or I just take his queen then, because my queen is safe. That's probably it. So h5, H5, king f5, knight e3, d takes e3, queen d7, king g5, and then rook takes f1. Wow. The thinking's making me thirsty. So that's one line taken care of. Next line is h5, king takes h5, rook takes h7, and king g6, queen h6, king f5, knight e3. Yeah, so it works. Those are long lines. This is so underrated, this puzzle. So check, knight e3, check, and then here we just take the queen. I kept trying to hunt the king, but here we just take the queen. And I have to make sure that we're still not getting mated, but we look to be fine here. Yeah. Wow. That was well deserved for me and a very underrated puzzle. That was only rated 1700. Okay, let's go. So we're in check now. If I attack his bishop, he'll have 2 pieces under attack. He has no checks to give. If he saves, yeah, this should be winning. This should be winning, and I just attack here. And so he can't take the pawn because we have this check. So I just need to move this knight somewhere that threatens these 2 things, these 2 squares. But I can't move the knight anywhere that'll threaten that. Oh, I can go here first, and there's another corresponding square here. Very nice. Oh, it's still going? Probably I'll just do this, but, well, what else am I going to do? I have nowhere else to go. Because here, maybe I can go there too. I don't like it because it's going to the corner. I would play this in a bullet game. Yeah, because I don't know if I'm getting out of there. I guess I am. So what's wrong with this then? They both seem winning to me. Oh. They both seem winning. This seems a safe way. Is there some case where he just gobbles these pawns? I have a hard time believing that. For one thing, I'm just going to attack this. So my instinct is to go to c8, but this seems like it should be also winning. But maybe it's not. Maybe, because he's coming in here. Yeah, he's coming in there. So we're going to go here. Whew. Okay, we have a check which does nothing. We have, oh, here, it's just a simple mate. Okay, we are black. Check. It's just a mate in 2. Just making sure I'm not missing something, but it's just a mate in 2. Okay, we are white, so we want to take this way because then our king can stop this pawn, and then we have connected passers. Should be enough. And yeah. Okay, we are white. You know what's interesting is actually rook h2 allowing the discovery because these are Dvoretsky pawns, meaning, but I am in front of one of the pawns, but if he then takes here, he's not going to stop me. I actually like this idea because I'm threatening to actually just either take the bishop or else let him do his discovery. Let him do that. That is a big brain move, but there might be something simpler. Like I'm a little bit... I'm a little, it might be too fancy, you know. It might be too fancy. Check. Okay, Aaron, try not to. I didn't see what you wrote, but try not to suggest anything while I can still make the move, please. Okay, so if rook h7. I don't know, but maybe this one he's holding actually, because the bishop is on this diagonal, like a blockading diagonal. So maybe I can do better. Maybe I just go king b 6 here, because he obviously can't take because I'll promote, which is still a bit of a fight. But if he defends like bishop a8, excuse me, that could be a problem still for me. So it's also maybe b6. Oh, another thing is, if I do queen, he always has this check, right? Yeah. But this is so interesting. The rook h2 is so interesting. The check, take. I like this idea. It's such a nice idea. So if he starts with the check, I go king b6. That's still very tricky, because he could sack the rook and then run here. That's still pretty close. Yeah, rook h2. It's tricky because I think bishop b7 doesn't work, but even the thing is he has a rook a2 though. That's the thing. I go king b6. He like maybe goes here. No. Then he moves the bishop somewhere. Okay, so rook h2, rook a2, king b6, bishop somewhere. No, sorry, because I'm going to take his rook. So that kind of looks good, but you'd think I just don't think they're giving me this, like, it seems too hard of a solution. Okay, so what about yeah, I mean, this is the only move that makes sense to me, is rook a2, king b6. I was trying to take the bishop. He can take, then it's a rook and a pawn against two connected pass pawns, which is, that's a very close one, because he's going to probably stop this pawn with his bishop, and then I'll have a rook against these two pawns. Since my king should be active, I think that's technically a win. I think I'm going to go rook h2 here. I might easily be overthinking this. It could just be like something else, but like it could be moving the rook laterally here. Could easily be something like that, and then just supporting it, you know, and going to d3 and not e3, because rook e3 there's king f8. Actually, Yeah, because rook d3 is looking pretty good. Whoops, pretty good by itself too. King h7. And then we go rook d8. That looks good as well. I like rook h2 and I like rook d3. So rook d3, rook c8. b6. I don't mean to right click. Yeah, rook d3 looks good too. Oh boy. How to choose here. Like check, king b6. So rook d3, king b6. Sorry, I mean rook d3, rook a2 check, king b6. And sorry, it's his move, black's move here. I don't know, pushes a pawn. But then, yeah, then how do I proceed there? See, that's tricky. Yeah, I'm gonna go rook h2 here. I think it's just I'm skeptical just because it seems like too hard of a reply. But rook h2, if rook a2, king b6, and I'm threatening to take his bishop. If he protects his rook, I take and then I promote. After rook a2, king b6. If bishop, no, so, oh yeah, sorry, he can't do that because he's always pinned. Like he could take, right? And then I recapture, and that is still close. But as I said before, I think it's winning because these will get traded off, and my king should be close enough. And these pawns are too far back to be a nuisance. But if they were more advanced, like here and here, and his king was here, the pawn should be winning. Or promoting anyways. Yeah, so I think because rook h2, I don't know what he's going to do to stop my plan of just taking his bishop, and then I get the Dvoretsky pawns. The one thing that concerns me though is the Dvoretsky pawns. My king isn't in front of them. I don't know if that changes things. So for example, let's just say I had, well, let's just do the obvious, right? Rook h2, bishop b7, king b7, rook takes h2. No, well here I'm queening right away. I'm going to go rook h2. Here we go. It was right. Oh yeah, trust my calculation. I found that one early, and I just wanted to be really sure. And then yeah, we just come in here, and yeah, so this is exactly as I had planned it. Wow, that's an extremely underrated puzzle. That was rated 1740. That should be like 2300 or something, I think. Okay, find the best move. What? Hello, water flows. Why did b6 b7? Well, my king was on b6. Okay, find the best move for white. I'm proud of that one. And I found rook h2 fairly early too. Okay, so here we're down at knight. We can give a check and force a trade. And then I'll have a crap load of pawns against the knight, which is probably winning. These are hard puzzles today. But yeah, so I'm looking at check. And then rook g5. His knight can't do me any harm. His rook can't move. He basically has to trade. But the problem is they're going to be double G pawns, which is going to be of no use to me. Aaron, why I analyzed a million lines last puzzle. What are you talking about? And then I solved it. What else do you want me to analyze? Hello, Jonathan. No, they're expensive, man. I can't. It cost me like $1,000 to go to a tournament. Okay, so let me focus here. So rook h5, king g7, rook g5, rook g5, hg. Now, if they were connected, maybe I'm doing okay there, but with them being doubled, it's still kind of close because I can kind of create a passer here if the knight doesn't move, but his king can just blockade my pawns, and then his knight should be able to do fine there. So I could actually give a check here and then take the b pawn. I'm going to minimize chat now, and then I'm going to open up the chat after I finish a puzzle, because it's distracting. Okay, so rook d7. Well, no, let's look at this one first. Just entertain it a little bit longer, because actually his rook is trapped. There we go. So it's rook h5, king to the g file, and then king f3. He can give us a check, but we just take it. So yeah, his rook is actually trapped here. King f3. His rook, because we have the 4th rank covered. We just go here. Very nice. Okay, I'll open up chat now. Is it cheaper in Quebec? I don't know. I mean, it's cheap here in BC if you live in a major city. But I have to travel, so I gotta travel, pay travel costs, and then pay hotel fee, and that gets close to $1,000. So, okay, Waterflow wants me to see the previous puzzle to this one, so I'll load it up. So what were you saying? You said, why didn't b6, b7 work? Oh. Well, our rook is hanging, but if he takes it, yeah, we can promote. So that's a good question. But I think he can just keep this blockade going, can't he? Like, just put his bishop anywhere. And the best I can do is play b7. And then he can give a check, and then go rook b2 check, and then he'll win. Then he can go bishop takes. But no, that's a valid question, because but I think he can just move the bishop and then check rook b2, and then he's got this covered. There's probably other solutions as well. For example, actually just this check might be enough, maybe rook a2, and then after king b5, give a check again. And then king c5, just give a check. So you just keep checking, and then just go back to the b file. Although possibly the king could then get into here. No, because then you just keep checking. I don't know. Maybe you can make progress there, but I think my first solution might have been better. Yeah, b6, and just move the bishop. You might even be able to play bishop a8 there, because bishop a8, b7, there's check, king b6, rook b2, check, and then you're taking here again. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure there's multiple ways. Okay, going to get back to it, and I'm going to minimize chat, because there's enough people here now to be distracting. Okay. So white, looks like we can just win this rook. Check. He's got one move, and then bishop a5. And if he takes, then I have a deflection, and I'll be up the exchange. So I think that's going to be it. rook d1, king c7. Let's just make sure that king c7 is the only move, but it seems to be. So king c7, bishop a5. Excuse me. Yeah, bishop a5. And yeah, just as I said, b6, just bishop b6, king b6, rook d8. Should be good. Now, yeah, because we'll have he'll have a passed pawn, but then we'll be up the exchange. So okay, doing the next one, and then I'll take a break again. Actually, no, I'll keep going. So possible discovery here from white. No, I will take a break after this one. We're down a pawn. I think it's just a fork here. Check. Kaisa was kind to us today. Okay, going to open up chat. See if anything else was written. Hello, cats play chess very well. Pop is gone. Changing to tea. I put in this like a fragrance, like a scent fragrance dispenser in my bathroom today. It's I almost never use these, but I had one in storage, and it's what is it? Lavender chamomile. And oh my God, it smells so good in my bathroom now. Holy crap. It's like a spa smell. Oh, it just smells so good. Every time I go in there, it's just such a pleasure. So I recommend it. I don't know how long it lasts though, so I'm curious about that. Like if the little, it's got like a little attachment of liquid, like fragrance. If that only lasts like 2 weeks, then no, I probably won't use it anymore. But if it lasts a long time, yeah, it's really nice. Okay, minimizing chat, continuing on here. Next up. So it's equal material. This queen looks like it could be trapped. In fact, knight a5 seems to trap it right out of the gate. So I'm just verifying. Yeah, it seems just like a simple one though here. I don't see the problem with it. I don't see any counterplay issues. So I'm going to play it, and it's as simple as that. So I'm going to continue going here, and we are black. This is the last one. Okay, equal material. I have a check, which doesn't do much. We can attack this knight, but we don't really care about the knight. Oh, here we go. Is it just simply knight c5? So knight c5, rook takes c3. Not queen takes, because then I just take his rook. So knight c5, rook takes c3. But then what? You know what it is? I seen this in a book or something. Not a book, but we just take the rook. We just take the rook, because then he can't stop us from queening. Yeah, I think it might have been, it was like kind of like a woodpecker puzzle, but we simply take the rook. When the pawn is in front of your rook and it's about to queen, like if it gets to the 7th rank, it doesn't even have to be the 7th rank, but it's not easy to stop. If you can't get to c1, it's just going to queen, and nothing can stop it. So we just take the rook. I love this puzzle. So rook takes, or queen takes b3, queen takes b3, c2. He can stop it, but then we'll be up material. So we're just taking. I love it. Okay, I'm going to open up chat. It looks like Cats played chess. Chess got it. Good job. Okay. So yeah, I'll end it. I'll end it there. I'll get one wrong on purpose now. Okay, 37. Did the warm up. I'm going to play a game now since the warm up is done. I dropped a lot of rating between yesterday and today. Played some suspicious people. By the way, I played 2 cheaters recently. Can you guys see when I hit this button? No. Too bad. But yeah, I reported 2 cheaters in the past like 8 days, and 2 of them got banned. I got my rating refund. I'm trying to show. Yeah, it might not have been from Woodpecker. Although I think there's one. But it's a common theme. But I'm a bit more aware of it now. Okay, so if I do this, it's not going to show when I... Oh, you can see. No, here. You can see, right? Yeah. So... And I'm sure there's more of the people that I reported were actual cheaters too, but they didn't... There's not enough information on them. But so there's this guy, and then a few days, or about a week ago, it's not showing here, but there's another one. But yeah, playing a lot of suspicious, they're always new accounts. Not all, like most of the time they're new accounts, and that's why I hate playing new accounts. Okay, time for a game. Whoa, that's not what I want to do. But yeah, anyways, I dropped a lot of rating. Okay. So a slow move 2 from my opponent. I don't know what you mean by that, Falk Beer. Do you mean like the proportion of good players? The thing is, I just don't like Lichess's policy of allowing new accounts that like... And like, I wish there was, for example, a way for me to avoid playing provisional accounts. I'm tired of playing accounts that are a week old, a month old, 2 months old. There's so many new accounts that are new, and they are okay. So this is the Adams attack. I used to play e5, and then I play I'm playing e6 now. Now there's a new line that I looked at, which I really like because it really simplifies this, and I'm trying to remember what it is. I think it might be d5. I used to play, you can play h6 here. You can play b5, I think it's actually d5. I'm trying to remember. There's a new move I came up with, and I just love the simplicity of it. I think it's d5, and if e5, I think we just come back. I think it's d5 here. I'm going to go purely off of memory, because I don't want to invest time. Yeah. So it's got to be knight fd7, because what else are we going to do? Possibly it's knight e4. No, but I think I'm going to go here. But, f4 is scary, though. Because I don't remember f4. It's possible d5 was wrong. It's definitely possible. Could it be knight e4? Queen e2? How am I hanging on to that? Well, then his knight, then this hangs, right? Could it be this somehow? Bishop g2? Okay, yeah, I don't know. This is a bit of a. I went purely off of my. I was trying to remember my new move. Okay, so I could go knight f d7. The f4 really, really, really scares me though. Oh no, we have queen h4. I think this is right. This is right. Yeah, f pawn. We have queen h4. So this must be right. And but I never actually played this before. This d5. So that's why I'm just trying to remember. And I think we just go knight c6. Just keep attacking. Okay, so we have queen c7. Let's just keep attacking. Well, I don't know if I want to pin myself, but then I have bishop d6, right? Okay, so let's keep attacking. Since it was a Najdorf, we have b5 covered. Yeah, and so, okay. I guess that is annoying. I could go maybe bishop b4. Let's try that. I can also go g6 and keep attacking it. But I don't know. Because he can't defend it anymore. And I can attack it once more. Maybe I should. Okay, this is a little... Like normally I would just play bishop before. I think that's a safer way to play. But I don't see how he defends it again. Interesting. So if I go knight d takes e5, he has this, but I have a check and I'm up a pawn here. I just moved the rook. It's ugly, but I'm up a pawn. My dark squares are suffering though. If he takes, I take. Ooh, okay. So if he takes, that could be a problem. Yeah, that might be a problem. Because queen takes, there's queen takes, and then there's bishop f6 again. Sorry, I mean there's if takes, queen takes, knight takes. There's bishop f6. I have a check, but it's not any use. So yeah, this doesn't quite work. I don't think. If I take with the knight, it's the same problem. There's still bishop f6. Technically, no, but I could still just go rook g8. Oh wait, no, because then he has another piece on it, right? So if I go takes, bishop f6, rook g8, he can take back. So I guess I can't take. So, okay, so I either want to look at h6 then or bishop g7. So bishop g7 should win a pawn. I probably should have just looked at this first here. So I burned a lot of time, but yeah, I've never played d5 there before. As I say, I changed my. Well, I don't know if I've decided to change my repertoire into this d5, but I just it stops like the Adams attack, which is a rare variation for white to play on move 6 against the Najdorf, is pretty rare, but it's also very dangerous and sharp. And I think d5 nullifies most of that. Okay, so we can take on e5 now. I can also maybe play h6, but I don't want to give him more hooks than he already has. So let's look at knight d takes e5. And I don't think I have to calculate it this time because we have a bishop on g7. So we have a million pieces on e5. Oh, okay. Well, I can take, right? And then that should be fine. So queen takes, and I can go e5, but then this hangs. So I think I simply just want to move the queen. Nothing fancy. Maybe go queen a5, because then he's pinned here. Yeah, I think I like that. He can come back, but then That's fine with me. So let's just go queen a5. I'm getting quite low on the clock though. I guess he could castle. No, I just take the knight. Yeah, so he goes back. And look at this. This is starting to look pretty good. He does have discoveries, but I'm hitting his queen. But I'm also making things maybe more complicated than they need to be. But this has to be straight up winning for black here. It's just a question of if I'm being too greedy now. So he might just come back. So okay, I think I'm getting more fancy than I need to. So let's go back here. Yeah, okay, let's just go to b6. Knight d4 might have been fine, but I should have there should be winning for black. So yeah, now I'll come in. I mean, yeah, now I'll come in. Queen e3 doesn't bother me. Well, for one thing, this wins. So he might have to just go to d1. I'm really getting low on the clock. Okay. The problem is my king is not safe though. Okay, let's go here. Trying for a check. This bishop sucks. And my king is without a home. I'm too scared to castle either way. Okay, so we have a check, and then I can come back here. I also have this, so I'm okay with this discovery. And I might give up my lovely bishop. I mean, that's a good bishop to give up, though. I could hit his queen. Actually, no, I don't want to give this one up. I have a fork after, though. We could even go here first. I've got so many options. Okay, let's... Ooh. Okay, let's go here. I don't know. It may have been better to have done something else, but I'm really getting low on the clock. Okay, this could easily be suicide. It could be suicide castling into this. But I want to protect that. Okay. You can keep piling up on that. Here. Yeah, this is such a nice position for black. Oh, he won a piece. He won a piece. Let's try to trap him here. No. Yeah, he has time to find such moves there. That was a good find by him. He's just up a piece here. Damn, that had to have been easily winning. Like, I mean, completely winning. That was just completely winning. I'll just resign, I think. I just ran out of time. Yeah, he has a way out here. Ah, I missed that tactic. That sucks. Okay, I'll just resign. Too bad. I just found out of time. That had to have been completely winning for black. Let's see. I don't even want to look. Normally, I analyze it without an engine. I'm just jumping straight to the engine. It's too frustrating. Yeah, see, just completely winning. That's what it felt like. Yeah, it's because the d5 is a new move that I looked at, and then so. Now, I don't know if this is where I play. I'd have to check my repertoire, which is busy doing something else right now. So I can't look at it yet. I don't think it's bishop e7. I'm wondering if I delay it and then I play d5. I don't think, I don't know, I can't remember. So d5, yeah, and then here, yeah, so I remember this, so yeah. See, this d5 move is cool because first of all, e5 is very, very tempting from white. And then if white takes, which I think is the best move, as I was saying, black takes out all of the complexity of this attack from white, which is the reason that white plays it. It's kind of like a surprise complexity attack. And black is totally fine here. And you can trade to an endgame if you want. You see? So it's equal, but you take away everything white wants, which is a very aggressive, chaotic attack. And then you put it to a simplistic endgame. And if, it's minus 0.2, so white holds no edge here. That's why I was liking this d5 move. But then I'm already a bit behind on the clock here. And then, so I made a mistake with g6. And I remember saying that I was a little bit scared that it weakens my king side, but I didn't see how he defends this. Apparently he's fine after castling. And then h4, and it just wants to give up that pawn. Interesting. So he just stays on the pin, or he can take first and then stay on the pin. And I can't, by the time it's hard for me to, I'm stuck in a pin. And I'm okay for the moment, but by the time I find some way out of that pin, like if I play f6 or something, he's going to have compensation for it. So maybe I shouldn't have been so eager to hunt that down. Computer is suggesting, it's funny because I said normally I would just play bishop b4 here, and that's the best move. Also b5. So I shouldn't have been so greedy for that pawn. It came at a price. And then I was just totally fine here. I just blundered when I was low on the clock here with this knight c6, which looked beautiful. But I missed queen g7. I missed queen g7. But to make myself feel better, I think I would have lost here anyways because the time discrepancy is just too large. Yeah. But just still a tough game to lose when you're just completely winning. I prefer to lose when I just get overwhelmed. Like I just get beaten the whole game. It's not even a close game. Oh, this is I forget what this is called. Like, is it it's like a Nimzovich variation or something? I'm pretty sure e5 is right. This gets really sharp and complicated from what I remember. I don't really remember it though. c4. No, I think it's like a Nimzovich. I think it's like a Nimzovich variation, but okay, so I have a feeling that c4 is wrong, but I don't know why, but it might be my record. Okay, I'm just kind of wasting time now. I feel it's wrong though. I'm going to play it, but I probably played it before and then I looked it up and it was wrong or not good, but I'm going to play it. And yeah, let's just keep running in. Yeah, I might be overextended. Now this is kind of like an Alekhine, but these pawns, I won't have a pawn on d4. It's not like the 4 pawns attack. You know what? Because I don't know if I want an endgame here though, because okay, I don't really want an endgame here because this pawn is overextended now. Oh, that's interesting. So he'll get the knight and the pawn. He'll get the knight and the pawn. So yeah, The C4 was no good. Just, yeah, I didn't feel good about it going in. This was the problem. This is why I am so crazy about openings, because it's rare that I get tricked like this in an opening, but it's the worst feeling to just lose out of the opening. It's it's just a terrible feeling, because it's like, you know, it's just dumb. Fortunately, it rarely happens to me, because I put too much time into the opening. Too much time, but to just lose out of the opening is just so silly. So I think I just want a castle here, and we're just going to channel Paul Morphy. Okay, and we're going to, he has no development, so we'll just, we give him a pawn for, wait a second, is it actually equal material? No, we're down a pawn. Yeah, so we gave him a pawn, but we do have development, so it's not the end of the world. But now what? It's kind of funny. He has no development, but he's okay. So I can give him a check. I don't see what that does for us. So I guess I could play rook e1. So that's still Paul Morphy here. We're just going to develop our pieces, play very simple, like in the sense of just okay. So I just want to look at this now. If that, because then maybe I have queen d4. I don't know about that. I guess I could maybe, what if I start with queen d4, and then if e5, maybe I can come in here then. He also has knight c6 though, and that's the deal breaker. That's just a good move for him. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to play a really weird move, and it's probably not good. I'm going to go bishop g5 with the idea of this little maneuver, and just to confuse him, but also just to get the bishop out. Okay, so I was just looking at this, but this doesn't quite work. Doesn't give me enough. Yeah, I don't know. I'm never going to have anything here. It's just not going to be a good week for me in chess. I'm only down a pawn, but it feels like, it's just weird. He has no development, and it's because his pawns haven't moved, but somehow I can't exploit that at all. It's just, that's just so weird. I need to get this rook rolling. Okay, let's just get the queen up and about. Okay, get it off the starting square. Put rook a d1. There's nothing immediate for me right now, but I'll just get my pieces out and hope something comes. Okay, well, he's trying to, he's doing the same thing. It's very annoying. Okay, yeah, just get the pieces out. Okay, so bishop g7. I don't want trades, but I don't want him to take here either. I could continue with my plan, but it is a very, very, very slow plan. Okay, let's just protect that pawn. Give him the trade if he wants it. Wow. This guy has no fear. Okay, h4, just send it. Looks not so great. Okay, let's try it. I'm desperate. Really, he rattled me with the opening. Like, that was a success for him. He's going to take and then take here? I don't know. That seems okay. Don't tell me that works. I can hit his rook, though. No, I can't? Yeah, I can. Can you take here? I should be okay there, I think. Oh, you can take here. Shit. No, it'll be equal. Or do they have this? There's also rook c. Rook c1 is interesting too, but I'll take this one. Yeah. He's wild. This guy's a brawler. I know he opened up his queen, but I don't see how it attacks me. Could also maybe go here. Rook a8. And then I take it. Guess there's this for him. This. Okay, I gotta play quicker now. I have rook c1 too. But very low on the clock here. He's playing a very dangerous game. Now he has 2 pieces under attack. Yeah, this one. Oh, he can take here. Because I can take. He has his check, but I think I'm okay there. I think I can take him up on this. Because queen f2, I'm okay still. No, there's this. No, we're okay. We're still okay. He might have h6 or something. I think I'm okay there. This guy plays fast and loose. Like he's a brawler. Okay, can I sack that? Can I take here? That might be a bit much. Maybe rook c8? No, I should probably just defend like an adult. Ugh. Okay. So he's going to go here and here, but I think I'm okay there. King f1. I got bishop e3. Bishop e3. Okay, so king f1. This is still coming though. And there's also this. But then, is this okay? Okay, queen h2, f3. Oh, that seems wrong. Oh, there's bishop h4, queen h4. Okay, I can come in here. Take. Oh, he's threatening mate. What am I talking about? Okay, so bishop f3. I have no time. So what do I do if he defends? This was my plan. Oh. No more checks. I'm always low on the clock. I was thinking rook g1 or rook g3, but I don't want his knight around. Check here. Gonna flag, man. I'm gonna flag. I'm not a fast player. I'm an old slow man. Check. That looks good. That's a threat. He's got to go. I don't know what he does. This looks bad for him. Okay, well. He doesn't resign. Okay. Okay, wow. What a waste. He wasted that game. Yeah, he was a brawler. Very aggressive, risky player. What a waste of a game for him. Because he got me out of the opening, right? I fell for his opening trap, and then he's just winning, and then he just plays quickly and super aggressive and loose, and let me back into the game. Why do that? Like he should play blitz or bullet or something. Oh, sorry if I sound a little bit salty, but I guess I'm a little bit salty from, first of all, from the previous game, I think, where I ran out of time, and then also for him getting me out of the opening. I don't get that. As I say, I don't get that feeling too often. It's a terrible feeling to just lose because you don't know the opening theory, and yeah. Okay, let's take a look at that again. So I'm pretty confident e5 is right, but yeah, and I remember I said I was skeptical about the c4. I felt it was wrong. I probably played it in the past. It might be like bishop c4 actually, because we have knight g5 ideas, and if e6 we can probably just move back and we might be okay there. Or actually it might be knight c3 too. But the e5 pawn is still kind of, or maybe we take with the b pawn. So knight c3, knight c3, b takes, possibly. I don't know. Or it's d4, right? Maybe c3 even too, c3, d4. Okay. It's possible that c4 was fine. Maybe knight c3 here. Even here, maybe I'm still fine, but this was too much. Yeah, maybe I just go back to knight b3 here. Yeah, I need to play knight b3. And this is where all my time got burned, because I was in shock that white doesn't have, even because we're far ahead in development, excuse me, for the pawn, but I couldn't find a way to really make that use, like make that shown. And I think it's mainly because his pawns are so compact. So that was really strange. I didn't know how to exploit this or punish his lack of development. So here I started to get aggressive with h4. b5 looked wrong. That was probably a mistake. Yeah, this got a little wild though. This got a little wild. This was probably a mistake, d5. And this was probably a mistake too, because I have a tempo gain. And this was also strange. I don't know why he didn't take my bishop, but I felt I would be okay here after. I think I'm still better here because he has queen f2. I just moved the king somewhere and I'm just up a piece. And I've got this very dangerous passed pawn. This was all scary because I didn't have much time. And I'm sure there's a million different ways I could have played this, but yeah. Okay, let's look at that. Was the engine to the engine room? Okay, so from the top, it is the Nimzovich variation. So even though I didn't remember how to play against it, I remembered the name. I was right. I mean, yeah, okay. So yeah, e5 is best, so I remembered that. And then, so c4 is main line in the Lichess database, but it's not, the computer doesn't like it, and it's not played in the Masters database. The main line in the Masters database is knight c3 by far. And the engine likes knight c3 as well. And the problem here is, yeah, knight c7. Knight b4 is apparently also playable. What new book? I'm not writing a new book. Ooh. Or did you mean reading? I'm not sure what you're talking or joking about. Yes, I know about woodpecker method too. Okay, sorry. So, oh, you mean like that? Okay, sorry. Because when you say new book, I mean, because my book is not. I mean, it was published in July, I think it was, or it might have been June or July. I think it was published. So for me, that's. I mean, it's what. It's been like 5 months, so it's doing okay. It sells about 5 copies a day, every day. So it's well, at least I don't have access to every single sale in the reporting. but it's sold at least 650 physical copies that I know of. It might be more because it doesn't count every single sale out in like bookstores and stuff. But it's at least 650 physical copies, and I don't know how many ebook copies yet. So, yeah, like I don't know, not great, but most authors don't sell too many books. I think I read somewhere that the average, oh, I forget, there's so many different stats, but I think like the average author sells like maybe 30 copies of a book, and that's probably just between their friends and family. And then I think it's like the average, if you count like all the huge authors too, it's like 500 in the lifetime of a book. So we'll see how things go. Yeah, so knight c7 is d4. Yeah, so knight c3 is what the computer suggests, and then if they take, I was thinking of taking with the b pawn, but apparently taking with the d pawn is a little bit better. I'm just a little bit worried about our e pawn here, but I guess we're okay. I don't really like this though, because this black gets to play this every move in the Sicilian. I almost seem to remember that knight c3 might actually might force a transposition. Stupid software popped up there. But I might be thinking of a different line here. No, because won't this transpose it? Yeah, see, this can transpose. So I think, yeah, knight c3. I think knight c3 transposes it, and if black, what did I play last move? I played d6. If black plays something else, maybe it's not always a transposition. No, I guess it's not always a transposition. I'm thinking a different line. Yeah. Okay, but anyways, c4 is not ideal here, but it's okay. It's just not ideal. And then all of this was so apparently white is actually fine here. I was really down in the dumps, but because of our added development, the computer does prefer white. And I didn't know how to punish black though. Computer is saying bishop d2, which I find weird. f4, which seems scary. g3, which seems weird. Probably it wants to support bishop f4. Or h4, a3. Probably you can just play anything here. Except it didn't love my castling so much. And it didn't like a6 from... Yeah, so rook e1 was fine. Then I was going to... Originally, I went here to do this little bishop maneuver, but... Sorry, the computer is saying queen d4 first. I guess that makes a lot of sense, because then black can't push the g-pawn to develop his bishop. But I didn't like it because of knight c6. But apparently we just had a... Oh, I see. We could have just given a check. Yeah, I didn't see that. And if e5, then the knight gets in. Oh, queen d4 is a nice move here. Queen d4 is a nice move. I like it. Yeah. Okay. And then this was a blunder because of what happened, but he needed to have played bishop b7. Oh yeah, because then he can take here and he has a fork. I missed that. Okay. And then this was all good, and then he blundered, or I blundered here with king f1. So yeah, if queen h2, I was, what was I going to do here? I think I was just going to go f3. But then he has knight e4, and queen takes e1. So He had that. So better was anything else. I guess he actually wasn't threatening anything here, apparently. Is that right? No, that's not right. So King H1, what is this about? And then, wow, just promote or attack. So, okay. I was low on the clock here, though. Okay, I'm going to play another one. Might be the last one, maybe, before the World Championship match starts. This guy's a brand new account, so no thank you. He played 3 games only. Okay, we'll play this guy. White again. Sicilians left and right. So we might get a collision, like a, no. Okay, so this might be a, nope. Oh, crap, he tricked me. Oh, I should have played C4 here. Okay, so, because now I don't get my, accelerated dragon. Meroxy bind. So this will be like a, I guess, a regular dragon. Yeah, okay. So now we have a regular dragon. D5. I guess I can pre-move. Okay, I think G4 here. I think bishop E2. And then queen A5, king B1, I think. Okay. There's subtleties about this position I'm trying to remember. Like, I want to play H4 first and foremost, but I'm just wondering, like, it might be knight D5 because that seems to ring a bell too. This B5 gives his knight C4 a move. Maybe I should just keep attacking H4. Yeah, maybe I should only play knight D5 when he provokes me. Knight B4, then knight D5, maybe. But yeah, I remember this can come quickly though. And also queen A5 can still be a problem though. Yeah, that's one thing, because then this knight, so then there's B4. Yeah, I've had issues like this in the past for sure. I think, I'm going to forget. I'm probably not going to play it perfectly here. I think, even though he can put the knight there, I think this tends to be fine. Because then I have maybe F4. I am going to take, and then if knight takes, I think I have F4. Okay, I forgot about knight G3 though. But okay, so F4 and knight G3. I think I can maybe even just sack the rook, play H5. Because I think this might be a little bit too slow if I play rook HG1 or maybe rook FG1 though. Ooh, I'm very tempted to play F4 though, really. Yeah, actually F4, if knight G3, I'll just take the knight. So after F4, he would go knight C4 first. And then after takes, then okay, let's go F4. It should work. So we take that, and then we can put something on here. Or maybe I just keep attacking here. So f4 now. Can I do this? I'm in uncharted territory, or unfamiliar territory now. I haven't had this position before. Okay, bishop b7. No, that can't be right, can it? Okay, well, let's take once. And then probably rook hg1. I could maybe even come in here. Probably, like it's, oh, he's got bishop g4. Yeah, let's go here. And then maybe queen g2. What did he take there? My knight? Yeah, I might take with the bishop because I think I want queen g2. Although now he's got that covered. But still, that's dangerous for him. Okay, one problem with that is his knight can then come in though. Okay, maybe I will take this way. After all, Yeah, it's too bad though, because I really like queen g2 was a real threat, you know, boom. And he's screwed. Yeah, I wish I could go back here. I've got knight d5, but it's maybe that is the threat. He can maybe push it though. c3. Oh, I really want to get into there. Should I just do this? Should I? I want this. That's a long ass route. 3 moves to get there. Okay, I'm gonna, oh God, it seems like such a waste to do that though. I really want to get to this square. Yeah, knight d5. Takes. I could take with a queen though, and then that's looking kind of good again. There's e5. I can take on c4. There's also checks here. Yeah, so maybe I will come in here. If queen a5. Ooh. Okay, no, we will. Okay, we'll take, and then I get my juicy square. So if e5, I can just take here or here. If knight f6, I'm just going to g5. That's exactly where I always wanted to be. So e5 may be his best option here. And it's a shame to trade off my queen there. It really is. It's the easy way out, but I think I would do it. Okay, well, yeah, we're coming in here. I don't think this is going to work. It's a bit much. Yeah, so he just missed this the whole time. That was my plan the whole time, and he missed that whole idea. Okay, so that was a bit unsettling because first of all, I forgot c4, which was not a big deal. It was fine to play knight c3, but yeah, he played the a6 line, which I don't think is too great for black. And then he played a few inaccuracies, I feel, but common inaccuracies. So let's take a look at that again. So here, yeah, after d6, I always forget that I can play c4 here to get the Moxie Bind Accelerated Dragon. But nothing wrong with a normal dragon. So here I think d5 is black's best move here, if I remember correctly. And yeah. And I think b5 is wrong. I think queen a5 needs to be played. Or it's best. I think queen a5 is best here. Yeah, so I kept attacking. This was probably wrong. And yeah, so I remember always like playing these positions and then the computer always saying, yeah, just take. It doesn't matter that it's knight's on h5. We'll punish it later. That's so that's what I did, and I played f4. First I was concerned about knight g3, but we can just take the knight. And after takes, we have two minors for a rook and a pawn. So he has to come here. I just take it and then just keep attacking. This had to have been a blunder. Like king h7, that was such a waste of a move, I feel. He needs to do something more productive. I don't know what that would be. Maybe again, queen a5, right? Or even like bishop b7 or something. e5 or I don't know, but not this, because it just, yeah, it just wastes the whole move. And yeah, just start attacking. And yeah, as I was saying, I was thinking about taking with the bishop because I wanted to get here. Maybe I should still have done that, because when he defends it, then I can bring the bishop back. So maybe I should have taken with the bishop. Yeah, my reasoning for not doing so is because I didn't want to allow knight f4. And I don't know. Maybe it was solid reasoning. Anyways, I took it with the queen. And yeah, he didn't stop knight g or queen g5. So he, as much as it hurts, I think he might have to play e5 here. Or yeah, this is just really, really bad for him. He's just got really weak dark squares that he can't defend. Maybe, is it his turn here? No, it's too late now. Yeah. See, if his queen was on a5 earlier, this wouldn't have been a problem for him. Okay, let's look at that with the engine. 9 viewers. Hello, viewers. Just let the engine run here. Okay, look, pretty good. So yeah, just backtracking a little bit. So yeah, I could have played c4 and then we'll get the it'll transpose to a Moxie Bind Dragon. I don't know if knight c3 always transposes to a normal dragon though. I don't think it does, right? It can, but if black plays bishop g5 here, we're just going to have a Victor Wowzer. Yeah, so it doesn't necessarily transpose to a dragon. Yeah, so here, d5 is main line, so he played this, which is the better version for white. I played this. So this was all good. I don't know how accurate this is, but the computer is suggesting h4 instead of bishop e2. Maybe we don't have to play bishop e2 here because his pawn is still on b7, so I don't have to worry about b5. Or sorry, about knight c4. So I guess I never had to have played bishop e2 there. But I'm splitting hairs. No, not splitting hairs. Yeah, that's the right phrase, right? Yeah, and then I just thought this was bad. It is bad, but he's just losing here. You can't really afford to play the dragon and wing it. You can't really wing the dragon. You need to know your theory because even if you know your theory, you're worse. So you better know your theory at least. It's not one of those positions that you can just play and hope everything works out. Can I? Rook takes g6, says Aaron. I'm not sure what win. Computer here wants me to build the attack up first. Yeah, so either capture was fine. It gives a preference to bishop takes, so I'm just curious here because my concern was knight f4. Yeah, so we just do anything there, h5 or knight d5. Oh, here you can do rook g6. Every move is winning, but yeah, rook g6 is the best move. I guess we're threatening here. Yeah, this would have been nice. That seems very complicated, though. Like this seems needlessly complicated. Wait, I must have missed a win here. Oh, rook g1. Yeah. I don't know. I saw the queen g5 move earlier, and it seems simplest because how did he stop me from going here? Yeah, the best move here is rook f6. And then I guess it takes still a bit more work. But to me, this is the simplest to play. I don't have to calculate anything. Yeah. Okay. So I think I'm going to end it there. Because it is 12:30 a.m. and nearing 2 hours into the stream. And I think most viewers are going to switch over to the World Championship match. So I think this is the perfect time to end it. You guys can go take a pee break, make some popcorn or something, get a beverage, and watch, what is it, round 10, I think, of the World Championship match. Thanks for watching. I'm not sure if I'll be back tomorrow. We'll see. But yeah, thanks for watching. Take it easy. Have a good night. See you next time. Feel free to subscribe.